All right, so happy to have you with us. Hope you're having a great day so far today.
Oh,
yeah.
It's going to be a great day. The sun is shining. We're still in a dry spell. I will not complain.
Yeah, so far my day has been spectacular. I don't know why. I started off with a really good cup of coffee this morning.
That's all that you need.
That's it for you.
That's it.
I know the kids are getting ready to get off the bus, so take these few moments, sit with us, laugh with us. We're going to have some fun today.
Amen to that. And we love getting a little nostalgic here, you know, for the good old days. And if you're still using AOL, you won't be hearing that dial-up sound much longer.
Oh, that one right there.
Oh, it's unpleasant, but weirdly comforting at the same time. Later in the show, we're going to be talking about the good old days of the internet and getting some advice for moving into the world of Wi-Fi. There are still people using AOL, which I had no idea, a lot.
My grandmother, yes.
Really?
She won't let it go.
No. Sometimes if you like it, you like it.
She's going to be forced.
There you go.
Well, let's jump into our family feed. We're going to start with you, Mikey. What's been going on at home?
Yeah, you know, guys, I always talk about how much I appreciate both of you ladies at this table and all of the people pretty much that we work with who have donated to the cause of me having a baby and a 2-year-old and all of the things that I have received. Mary, she last week gave me the cutest little slippers, Paw Patrol. Logan hadn't started watching this yet, so he didn't really know what it was all about. But when I gave him the slippers, he would not take them off.
That's adorable.
He lives in them.
He was living in them. So we got in the car. This is him receiving them. But we got back in the car. He had a complete meltdown because I didn't bring the slippers with me back in the car.
That's Marshall
on the way to the park.
I mean,
you know this now.
Yes, now I know.
We know
I
the
did
gang.
not at first, but see, he's holding on to them. For
oh my God, look at his sweet
back
face.
in the car. So I really appreciated those. And then Kelly gave me these wonderful dinosaur light up sole slippers. So with these, or they were actually tennis shoes, with these he decided he wanted to roll around on the ground and click his heels together.
To watch the lights.
To watch the lights. So I appreciate all of the things that you, Kelly, Heather, Mary, but you donated to the cause.
You're doing us a favor. You
Totally.
Yes,
we hang on to this stuff and we're like, I'm going to keep it because someone's going to need these.
Someone's going to need them.
Someone's going to need them one day.
Yes.
So.
And the fact that we still get to see them. This is selfish. You're right. Like it's clearing out our garage, but also I still get to see them on that sweet baby. Yes.
I love that I can do that for you ladies. Also, I have to talk about this. You all know that I go for a daily walk around Homestead and the waterfront. The whole family goes all the time. I just wanted to give a shout out to whoever does the flowers and all of the just outdoor attractions down there. Fantastic. I mean, just look at this display of flowers that they have for fall. It is a butterfly that is lit up. There are flowers for days.
Gorgeous.
Like it's just everywhere.
So
and they
pretty.
just do these elaborate, stunning displays. It's always fresh. It's always new.
Beautiful.
And they really aren't those. Yeah, they really keep up with the seasons. It's just fantastic down there. So whoever does that has their job cut out for them. But you can tell they go above and beyond.
The waterfront's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
See, that would make me want to exercise. This is it. I need something fun to walk by.
Or shop.
There
Yes,
you go.
What about you, Cal?
I am honored to have received this year's Pittsburgh City Paper's Best Radio Personality. Last night was the party. The Pittsburgh City Paper does this every year. It is such a fun event. They really pulled out all the stops yesterday. It was like this ethereal dreamscape theme.
Fun.
And it was at Mr. Small's. And Mark and I, my husband, very rarely, I would say, get to do anything solo ever. And the fact that we were out on a weeknight, we both had one cocktail and we were like, are we so cool right now? Do you see us?
You were.
So look at us out on a Wednesday. But it really was an absolute blast. Thank you to everyone who voted and whoever nominated me. I mean, it's a really cool honor. The City Paper, it's a reader's poll. So it's It's nice to know that, like, you know, my listeners enjoy what they're listening to.
Of course they do.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We like listening.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Love you.
Well deserved.
As for me, I'm going to come back to basically the shoe conversation.
Yes.
Because I'm going to share with you something that we cannot get rid of in our house just yet, and I don't know why. It has been 2.5 years since anyone in our household has played with the Barbie house.
Okay.
This is what it looks like. And the only reason it's a mess right now is because our neighbor, who is 4, Harper, has come over and played. She'll just come over by herself and play Barbies. And so I'm trying to pawn this off on one of our neighbors, and the kids aren't quite ready yet.
No.
And it's really that sentimental pull for them to this thing that they know that they will never get another Barbie house again. They will never put their Barbies in there. They will never dress them up again. And I understand that so much. And yet they are literally just looking at it. They are not touching it.
But they don't want to let it go.
They don't want to let it go.
They're little hoarders for that, and I understand.
Right, and I'm like, I don't want to create a hoarder situation, so I have to break this cycle that we don't need things to create that sentimental feeling. But I feel so bad because I'm like, you haven't touched it.
I get it.
We got to get rid of it.
All of the work that went into that. I mean, all of the decorating and curating and putting certain furniture.
Mattel did.
Well,
but
still, you had
either way.
You still had to arrange it. You had to put some thought into it, right?
I mean, in our house, Santa built the dream house, and it took a very long time.
That's true.
And I will say, you can make it into. I saw on Pinterest someone spray painted it black and made it like a Hot Wheels Monster Jam garage.
Oh,
so if you want to bring it back to life.
Oh,
I don't even know if that's allowed.
a lot of work.
No.
Yes.
Spray paint.
Maybe if you save it, it'll be worth some money one day.
It won't be. It's broken.
Did you just see it?
No, it's not worth any money. It's not worth any money now.
Just sentimental value. But speaking of childhoods, I think that we should probably talk about this new Harris poll, because I feel like we all especially remember the part of our life where we would walk home from school alone.
Yeah.
Or we would build a fort in the backyard. I don't know about you, but in the spring and summer, my mom would just open the back door and say, go. Just please, go outside. I got to clean the house. I have things to do. And for today's kids, that kind of freedom, I would say, is completely unheard of. And now we have some evidence to back that up. So this new Harris poll showed just how sheltered today's kids are compared to the latchkey generations of the 70s and the 80s, early 90s, where we all grew up. And despite crime rates right now being the lowest that they have ever been, our kids are more protected, and we as parents are more protective than we have also ever been. So I don't think everything's quite matching up, and I've seen this everywhere. So I wanted to talk to you guys too. The statistics that they came up with are insane. I want to show you a couple right now. 45% of 8 to 12-year-olds have never walked into a store aisle away from their parents.
What?
All right, that is insane. 56% have never spoken to a neighbor without their mom or dad present. 61% have never made plans with their friends on their own and their parents not setting up a play date. We have 62% have not walked or biked to a nearby place without an adult. And 67% haven't earned money through chores like mowing lawns, babysitting, stuff like that. Now, right now, experts are warning that this kind of overprotection, although we feel as though it's kind of what we have to do right now, in the long term is really going to make this generation of kids who can't have enough confidence to go really do anything by themselves.
So, and we've talked about this and this poll and the numbers that came out, and I know that where we live right now is maybe an anomaly.
Totally.
And not the same situation. I mean, where we were in Mount Washington, as much as we loved our street and our neighborhood, cars would speed up our street.
Yeah.
So we knew if we let our kids out to play, they might be okay, but there was a higher risk of them getting hit by a car.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. Where we are now, it is so closed off and so secluded, and everybody there knows that there's kids there and knows that there's families, and it has allowed us to let down that protectiveness a little bit. Our kids take off on their bikes, and I think all these other things fall into place then.
Yeah.
Like Lila has knocked on our neighbor's door and asked if they could do Mommy's Little Helper. So not quite babysitting yet, but they're trying to make money so they could go to Sephora.
Oh, my God.
Anyways.
Either way.
It doesn't matter. But I think that once you loosen up a little bit, your kids want to do these things. They just don't even know that they can ask or that they can do it.
Yeah, I really do. I agree with all of that. And I think times have changed, whereas for me, back in the day, it was punishment, pure torture.
To stay
inside, where kids nowadays, they're on their devices, they want to do all of this stuff, where I just wanted to be outside. In terms of being out, I used to ride my bike across town. No questions asked.
No.
The neighbors, they were my parents.
Same.
They could discipline you. I've gotten smacked on the behind by a neighbor, and there was no questions. My parents did not come in to save me.
No, never, not once.
Yeah, I mean, things were just so different. I mean, when I turned 15, wasn't that the age? I said, I'm getting my driver's permit. Like, this is happening right now, where kids these days, they wait for a very long time.
Absolutely. And I do want to say, I have heard from older generations that also millennials, we hear this all the time. We get feedback on our parenting
all the time.
Constantly. Most of the time unsolicited. I'd say 99%. But I will say, I want you all to know that we would love to do this. However, we are kind of that transition era, especially the parents right now who have kids who are younger. We grew up doing all of this and then watching the progression of it becoming a little bit more unsafe. So just know we'd like to do this. And neighbors, if you have small kids around you, go knock on the door. Just say, hey.
Do it.
We'll watch your kids.
Hey, we need your help. If you're watching yesterday, you already heard about this, but Halloween is fast approaching. Yes, we know that there are still weeks away, but we need to order our costumes, and we can't do so without making a decision. And it seems like we can't do it.
No.
So we need your help.
Please.
So here are the options. We have Mikey's idea. She is envisioning a race to the Grammys or VMAs. I feel like this is redundant. I'm just reading all of this again. Pop icons.
Okay.
Do you see this?
Yes.
I see it, and we talked about this yesterday. I don't know if it's doing so well. I don't know if people want
A lot of cards, a lot of spanks are going to be required for this one. Kelly's idea, Hocus Pocus. Are we going to tackle the Sanderson sisters?
We were born to be the Sanderson sisters.
But also, my idea is coming in here for Clueless. I'm not married to this idea. I just liked the trio. It does complicate things. We don't know who Boaz would be.
Yeah, but I'm all in for the high socks.
I know.
High socks are in.
Yeah.
And please, you can scan the QR code. We've also posted this to our social media pages, so you can weigh in there as well. We're going to calculate the votes, and you have until Monday at 4 to weigh in.
Winifred Sanderson, come on.
Still to come on Talk Pittsburgh, we've got a tasty hour ahead. Chef Aleka is frying fall to perfection. Stay tuned to see her seasonal spin on donuts.
And smooth sounds mixed with some sizzling bites are the perfect marriage for one of our city's tastiest traditions. We're getting a front row seat and a plate to the taste of jazz next. Jazz hands at the ready, Pittsburgh. You're invited to a party where every bite has a beat and every note has flavor.
Taste of Jazz is the delicious kickoff to the Pittsburgh International Jazz Festival, now celebrating 15 years. Here with the details are Adrian Redwood from the August Wilson African American Cultural Center and Nicholas Saxon of Braddock's Rebellion. Welcome to you both. Adrian, we're going to start with you. This is a fantastic celebration. How many restaurants are participating?
We have 19 restaurants this year.
Wow.
Yes.
That's a lot of restaurants.
Absolutely. We're super excited to have them all.
Yeah, all right. And tell us a little bit about the display we have here.
Yes, this is from Braddock's Rebellion, Chef Nick, and his wonderful creation of jambalaya that you guys will get to taste today.
Oh, looking
Thank
forward
you for that. An interview and a snack, girl.
Yes, doesn't get much better than that.
You are speaking our language. So for someone who has never been to the Jazz Festival, I came last year. It was so much fun. My body did not stop moving the entire time, and I didn't stop eating as well. But what can people expect?
You can expect live music for everybody. We have all types of music. We have people from all over, from Akron, Ohio. It's a party in the street. We brought it back down to Liberty Avenue. And so it's just a family fun time in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And so Chef Nick, you will be there, and this will be part of your display. This is the biggest bowl of jambalaya that I have ever seen. Tell us about what you brought.
So jambalaya and jazz are iconic fusion to New Orleans, and the culture and the rich ethnic group behind it, and everyone come together. Yeah, go ahead, please.
Okay, I'm sorry, you can't talk about it.
Talking.
But the rice from Africa, African heritage coming in, and the German creating andouille sausage, and the French with we call it Holy Trinity. It's peppers, onions, and celery with roux caramelized, and the Spanish bringing paella, but not having saffron here, so finding a way. So them all coming together, and the Native Americans coming with cayenne pepper, so you got the hot sauce that you add in to the jambalaya. But all these rich cultures coming together make a great dish. Accent flavors and.
Oh, should we add some of these onions and peppers to it,
want,
or
it's all
for
simmered very
display?
carefully and slow in there. Every dish
I'll
has-
eat with my
Oh,
hands.
you need a spoon.
Yes, that's the spoons now.
I have no
So,
shame.
like Kelly said, I've been before, and there are so many restaurants. 19, you said this year. What is the secret to getting a little bit of every restaurant? Because I tried to fit everything on my plate. It's tough.
Yes, you do have to start from the bottom, work your way up. Small plates is so you can taste everything, but you have to make sure that you start from the bottom, go all the way through, find what you like. We have, vegetarian dishes, we have pescatarian dishes. So it's really, what you are looking for. But again, we have food to accommodate everybody's taste buds.
I just blacked out. This is so good. Oh my God!
Right?
If this is just a tiny little taste of what we'll see.
It has the perfect amount of spice.
It does.
Yeah.
It's
You can always
wonderful.
spice it up too.
Now that we've talked about the food, who's performing at this event? Because I know it's half food, half jazz.
Absolutely. So we do kick off the Jazz Festival with a tribute concert to George Benson, featuring guitarist Dan Wilson and Jonathan Butler. It is sold out, but then afterwards you can come to the Taste of Jazz party. There are still tickets available where you can experience all live music. So we have a wonderful vocalist from Cleveland. Her name's T. Marie. We also have Kenny Blake, which is Pittsburgh's own famous saxophonist. We have Theron Brown, which is a pianist from Akron, Ohio, and then one of Pittsburgh's favorite DJs, Selecta.
Oh, okay. So now it's a party.
It's a party.
It's a party. We have jazz. We have food. It doesn't get any better than that.
does
Thank
not
you
at
both
all.
for being here.
Delicious.
Yes.
Our pleasure, yes.
So fun.
The Taste of Jazz begins at 9 o'clock tomorrow night at the August Wilson African American Cultural Center. We're going to have more information about this event on our website, kdka.com/talkpittsburgh. Also tune in to Pittsburgh Today Live tomorrow for a live performance.
And coming up on the show, Heather's parking it outside, reconnecting with an artist who took the power of a news story and turned it into a mission to create and give back. It's a heartwarming update that you do not want to miss.
Jen took one of her special canes to a military veteran in Jeanette, Sergeant Russell Bell. He was injured in Vietnam, and Jen crafted a cane just for him.
I put the service, the weapon he used, the helmet, different patches.
That was 2016, and that's when I first heard about Jen Costello and her artistic canes. The project, called Lean on Me, grew to include veterans like Sergeant Bell. And then recently, out of the blue, almost 10 years later, I heard from Jen. It was a moment of gratitude for both of us, because this was a story that stuck with me. What started as good news about a woman using her skills to help people around her turned into a movement that has blossomed into even more for the town of Jeanette.
On a bench in downtown Pittsburgh.
I mean, this is for the Wizard of Oz. We have the Tin Man, and you have the heart and the clock and the yellow brick road.
Jen Costello and I went back to the beginning, admiring the art she created out of something of necessity, a project that grew to include carvers from all over working together to give back to those in need and to veterans, something we highlighted on KDKA News.
It's absolutely fantastic. I've never seen anything like this before in my life. I will cherish this as long as I live.
And then over time and through the news story, other carvers got a hold of us throughout the U.S. When they got a hold of us, they wanted to join the project. My first instinct for them was to serve their community. It was nice that they wanted to send carvers here and canes here, but I wanted them to serve the people in their backyard. And over time, it was over 500 canes we have donated.
In a way, your Lean on Me project and helping people with disabilities and providing these beautifully artistically designed canes led to helping other artists by giving them a space.
While I was donating canes, I wanted to break into the artistic world. I knew nothing about it because my profession, I was a counselor.
That's when Jen became close with Mary, and fate intervened when Mary's son bought a building to make their crazy ideas come to life.
We kind of felt like, okay, we have a building, what do we do with it? She came up with the name You Are Here. But under You Are Here, we did Lean on Me as an umbrella. We did O-Scrap, which is a thrift creative reuse store. Also, we do classes and we have a gallery. We partnered with Seton Hill University, so we get some of the best interns.
Interns who loved it so much, they stuck around.
A lot of the time, they wouldn't leave. We had interns stay 3 or 4 years until they graduated Seton Hill.
The building is a catch-all for art, creating it and absorbing it.
We started it in Jeanette because there wasn't a lot in Jeanette for arts, crafts, or the community. So we thought, oh, Scrap would be a great place because we would be able to offer arts and craft supplies at a fraction of the cost. And we thought the gallery would be great because we were introducing art. We do local artists, but also we do artists from Boston, California. We've had LA, we've had artists from all over come in and work with us.
Incredible. It's quite the journey. And I have to tell you, I was so touched by your email that you sent about how a news story seemed to shape the next chapter for you.
When I was putting together this disability show, somebody said, how did this get started? And I was like, well, it was the story that Heather Abraham did on KDKA. By you sharing me donating that cane, opened up the door and flooded in all these other people, not just needing canes, but people that wanted to just be involved.
Oh my gosh.
So everything has, I think, a purpose or a step, and you have to be grateful for each of those along the way. If you take life for granted, then you're just missing so many things.
Truly, you taught me an important lesson by even sharing that and from your email, because I do think we get into this habit of just doing a job and going from day to day and not realizing that there could be a much bigger ripple effect if we just pay attention. What has the response been like from your community and from the artists who now have this place where they can be recognized for the passion that they have in their art?
I think a lot of people say they found their place. Like, we've always wanted a place that everybody's welcome.
Well, you and Mary have certainly created a very special place, and I'm so happy that we got a chance to talk.
I'm so excited to be here, so thank you for the time. I appreciate it.
And again, my thanks to Jen. This has so deeply touched me. The next exhibit at You Are Here is a special for Halloween, exploring the unique and extraordinary. It starts September 27th. We will have the link if you want to check out that or any of the other events they have scheduled. Up next, it is a disease that touches thousands in our states and millions across the nation. But there is hope for those impacted by Alzheimer's. How you can get involved and help fund critical research ahead on Talk Pittsburgh.
Welcome back. Chances are you know someone with Alzheimer's. More than 280,000 people are living with the disease right here in Pennsylvania, and nearly 500,000 are caregivers, helping their friends, family, and neighbors who have been diagnosed. This can put an emotional and financial strain on families, but you can do something to help. The annual Walk to End Alzheimer's is coming up this fall, and Mikey and Heather are getting the details on how you can get involved.
Yeah, well, thank you, Kelly. We're joined by Beth Caldwell, the honorary executive chair for Walk to End Alzheimer's Pittsburgh, and staff lead Lindsay Groves.
Most people have heard of the walk, but they might not know how your mission helps people right here in our area. And Beth, I want to talk with you first because as the honorary chair, this is a mission that you've tied yourself to. How has this affected you?
Well, I'll tell you, I know a lot more medical terms than I did 6 months ago.
Yeah.
And I've met so many families, and it's fascinating and humbling to see how many people this has touched. I haven't been in a room where almost every single person has been touched by this disease.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's really impactful because it affects you for so long, for the families for so long. Yeah.
And Lindsay, what can people expect at this year's walk? Because I feel like each and every year it's getting bigger and bigger.
It definitely is. I mean, we are actually the number 26 walk in America now, so we've grown considerably over the past few years. But when you come to the Pittsburgh Walk, you can expect, basically it's a Super Bowl of what we do at the Alzheimer's Association, and it's our largest support group. Unofficially, of course, but it is a family reunion with many, many opportunities to meet and greet, have some fun. We have our Promise Garden ceremony, which Beth has the purple flowers with us today that help you connect because every color represents your relationship with the disease.
And walk us through what those are. I've been to the walk. I've been fortunate to be there. And there's something so moving about it. There's a lot of smiling. There's a lot of joy. I think because you're connected with people who are going through the same thing as you in some shape or form.
Absolutely. It's that community is what we really are trying to build throughout Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And so the colors of the flower, you're holding up the purple ones, but there are other colors as well, right? Is there a yellow?
That's correct. So yellow is for caregivers. Blue is if you're living with Alzheimer's or a form of dementia. Orange is if you're an advocate or a supporter of a world without Alzheimer's. And then purple is if you've lost someone to the disease.
Yeah, and one of the amazing things about the walk is if you are a caregiver, you get that moment in time where you feel like you're not alone. There are other people who are dealing with this extremely hard thing. What can caregivers and family members take away from this?
Well, they're not alone.
Yes.
I was driving with my sons in the car. We were listening to an audiobook. And in the audiobook, there was a story about a woman who had had polio and had been in an iron lung. And I had to stop the story to explain to my adult children what polio was. And I realized I was so touched because I can imagine a time where they're driving with their children and they have to explain to their kids what Alzheimer's used to be like.
Oh my gosh. That is the ultimate dream. And that is the goal of trying to raise funds through the walk and other various fundraising efforts that go on through the year. Can you tell us how this walk in particular helps families here at home?
Absolutely. The wonderful thing about Pittsburgh is we have a lot of medical technology and research labs. So the University of Pittsburgh has the single largest Alzheimer's Association funded research lab in the country.
Wow.
So just knowing that your funds are staying local to support local research as well as local education and support groups for families dealing with the disease in any capacity.
Yeah. Let's talk about early detection and some of the warning signs around that this may be happening to a family member or even to yourself. What are some of the things that you should be looking for?
So there are a myriad of different things. If you go to alz.org, you can see the 10 warning signs of Alzheimer's. It could be, it's not normal aging. So yes, we're forgetful here and there. Like I have left my keys in the fridge before, and that's because we're stressed out, right? So knowing the difference between what normal aging is and what is abnormal is truly key. So I would just recommend going to that site and taking a look at it. But the Pittsburgh Research Labs are also specializing in early detection methods. So that's what we do with our research funding locally.
It's so wonderful to have you both here. It really is a beautiful day. You have to get involved in it. Thank you so very much.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thank you to you both. All right, well, the Walk to End Alzheimer's is Saturday, October 18th at Highmark Stadium. Mark your calendars now. We'll have a link to register, volunteer, or donate on our website, kdka.com/talkpittsburgh.
That means it's 1 month from today.
Absolutely.
1 month from today. Still to come on Talk Pittsburgh, AOL's dial-up service is going the way of the floppy disk at the end of the month. Find out exactly what this digital farewell means for the millions who still use it. That's next.
Meat. Oh my God.
What a good movie.
Chills.
Oh. Do you remember the days when an innocent "You've Got Mail" was all it took to spark a conversation online? Some of you may not remember that, but that was AOL's heyday. On September 30th, though, the iconic dial-up service will finally be retired.
Pour one out. So what does this mean for internet users who still rely on AOL to connect virtually? Dr. Jess Galani is guiding us through this digital transition. And Jess, are there still a lot of folks using dial-up? Because in my mind, I think go faster, but I appreciate nostalgia.
Yeah, so surprisingly, depending on whose estimate you trust, anywhere between 150,000 and 200,000 households rely on dial-up internet, and it is, that's not a small number of people.
It's not a small number. So what happens? Do you just lose service altogether? I mean, there should be a transition period for people.
There should be. I think, unfortunately, they did announce it in August, and there are other service providers, but the one that is the most recognizable and the most widely used has decided, I guess, that it's no longer beneficial to their business to continue providing that service.
Interesting.
Come on, do it for us. Just do it. Do it because we loved it. Now, for someone who isn't familiar with dial-up internet, can you explain the differences between the Wi-Fi that we all use and this?
Yes. So part of why dial-up was able to scale so quickly and so easily is because because it relied on the existing infrastructure of our telephone lines. And even in very rural areas of the United States, people had telephone lines, so they could access the internet that way. In terms of speed, there is a tremendous gap. It is 0.056 megabits per second for dial-up, whereas the gold standard for high-speed internet is 500 megabits per second.
Wow.
So that's a huge digital divide. People can't stream a Netflix show, you know, using dial-up, for example.
Let's talk about people who may be still using this because it's more affordable. And I don't know the cost differences, but we were just actually having this conversation in the newsroom. The difference in what people are paying for just internet alone can be anywhere from $50 to over $100, depending on who you're using and what you need.
Yeah, estimates that I read said it could even be like $250 if you have really, really fast internet. And dial-up service, on the other hand, was around $10 a month.
Oh,
so some
the
people,
glory
I think,
days.
Yeah.
It's not the avocado toast, people.
It's not. Yeah, I think some people were using it as a budget saver. You know, if you don't need to download large files, if you don't need to stream, then, you know, if you just need to check your email, then that's a fine way of doing it.
Right.
Absolutely. And AOL was the biggest. So obviously that is going to make the headlines. But are there any other dial-up service providers available still to this day?
Yes, there are. There's one that's called Earthlink. For example, I remember that name from the 90s. I think there's another called Netscape. There are a few others that are more regional, that are not national the way that AOL is. So there are some options for people, but they're going to have to do some digging to find it.
Wow. It's unfortunate for some people who, again, are using it for cost-effective means or just because they prefer it over something else. Is there anything that's coming next after this? I mean, you were talking 500 megabits per second?
Yes, so that's what exists right now for high-speed internet. That's the fiber optic cable lines. And that infrastructure has been rolled out to a lot of rural areas, but there are still some areas in the United States, in Alabama, in Montana, that don't have access to that. So they could either turn to satellite providers as an option, as they might have to do for television if they were doing like corded television, or they could do a DSL kind of service that's a little faster, but both of those services are more expensive than dial-up.
Absolutely. And I'm thinking about the people who, it just took over social media a couple weeks ago, the Burning Man Festival, and how they were all in the middle of the desert and there was no service anywhere, so they went to Earthlink, Elon Musk's Starlink, I'm sorry. Is that kind of the way of the future, in your opinion? Are we just going to go straight up to space on this?
I think Elon Musk would prefer that.
Right, yeah, it's true.
But it's hard to say. You know, I think it depends on the cost. It depends on people's resources. And sometimes the fastest, most innovative thing is the most expensive thing until it can scale and get a little cheaper. So there's probably going to be a lag for, you know, the early adopters are the tech experts and, you know, innovators that go to Burning Man. And they're the ones to get it first.
Right.
Got it. Interesting stuff. Thank you so much. It's always good to see you.
I know, I love it.
We want to pass this along too because Dr. Jess is hosting a workshop on tech literacy and digital hygiene this Saturday at the Carnegie Library of Pittsburgh's Homewood branch. We're going to have details on that and more for you on our website.
And get ready to learn. I do every time. Coming up next on Talk Pittsburgh, Jordan Peele has given movie lovers Nope, Us, and now he's back with another one-word thriller film that got really weird really fast. I'm sharing more about it and some other things worth watching in today's Soft Hands Friday. That's next. I know what you're thinking. Cal, it's Thursday. My hard pants are still on. But this week, I have so much goodness coming to the big screen and streaming that I wanted to give you an early start on planning your next binge watch or trip to the theater. We've got a mix of thrills, romance, crime, and even a story about breaking barriers in the tech world. Whether you're heading out or staying in, I got you. Let's start new with what's in theaters. First up, Him. This one blends sports and psychological horror in a way that we really haven't seen before. Only Jordan Peele. An aging football legend agrees to train a rising young athlete, but things quickly take a dark, unsettling turn at his remote training compound. Add in the fact that once again, it is produced by Jordan Peele, and you know that you're in for a tense, chilling ride. Take a look.
Cameron King. Great meeting you. I'm a fan. That's crazy. I damn near worship you growing up. Who are you?
I'm him.
Who are you?
I'm him. My time.
Let's play a little catch. We going to the land! You want to play at your highest level? You want to be a legend? Let me tell you something. This ain't a game.
Oh, Marlon Wayans has come a long way since White Chicks. I loved him in that too, though. That's his first dramatic role. That looks awesome. Him is in theaters now. If you're in the mood for something a little more sweeping and romantic, don't worry, this is your pick. A big, bold, beautiful journey is for you. It starts with two single strangers who meet at a wedding, but from there, it turns into a whimsical, fantastical adventure. They're given the chance to revisit pivotal moments from their past, see how they ended up where they are today, and maybe even change the course of their futures. Check it out.
What is that?
Maybe we should go through it.
Are you gonna tell me what's going on?
I don't know, but I think that's my high school. No, wait.
What?
You know, high school.
It's okay. Come on.
David, you're late. Come on. How old am I?
15.
I'm 15.
Cool. How old am I?
I don't know, 40?
I'm gonna kill you. This one's for me. I used to come here with my mom.
Oh, Margot Robbie and Colin Farrell are the most charming pair that I have ever seen. We need a little magic these days. A big, bold, beautiful journey is in theaters today. All right, let's head to the couch and get our lineup for streaming, where we jump in headfirst to Black Rabbit. This limited series is about a successful New Yorker whose carefully built life unravels when his troubled brother shows up. What begins as a family reunion quickly pulls him into the city's criminal underworld. Take a look.
Said to my face, you'd squared it. I thought I could pay these guys back at a sure thing. How much do you owe him, Vince? Big number. What do you think happens? You don't pay back a loan for 3 years. Ain't such a big number for you, big deals.
Here's the Black Rabbit.
Everything's falling apart. My family. The restaurant. I'm holding on by the skin of my teeth. I didn't budget for you.
Oh, Jason Bateman, we go from the Ozarks to this. See, that one is one you don't get up from. You just ride it straight through. Binge watch commence. Black Rabbit is streaming right now on Netflix. And finally on Hulu, we have Swiped. This one I'm very excited for. It's inspired by the true story of the young woman who founded the dating app Bumble. It follows her as she breaks into the male-dominated tech industry with a brilliant idea that helps make her the youngest female self-made billionaire. Check it out.
It's a big family. You know, families can get messy, right?
Young people don't date online. If we break through that stigma, suddenly we've got complete market share of all millennial dating. Just give me $600 and a plane ticket, and I will come back with the next Fortune 500 company. With Tinder, I'm swiping right.
How do I download it? I want to see this.
Oh my God.
We are netting over 10,000 new signups a day.
You are the brains behind this Tinder explosion.
I just want 1 million users.
Yes, we love an empowering story. Consider the glass ceiling broken this weekend. Swiped is streaming now on Hulu. So from a Jordan Peele-produced thriller to a magical romance, gritty crime drama, and an inspiring true-to-life biopic, there's plenty to fill your weekend watch list. Pour the wine, pull on those soft pants, and let the couch marathon begin. All right, now it's time to get into a sweet sequel of our own. Ladies, what's cooking over there?
What happens when you mix fall and a fryer? Well, you get some sweet treats that look like they came straight from the forest.
Learn how to make them yourself. That's coming up after the break. Grab your flannels and fire up your fall cravings. It's time to take your taste buds on a hayride to donut heaven.
Chef Aleka is putting a sweet twist on autumn with maybe the cutest thing you've seen all day because it has little eyeballs.
I know.
We love them.
So cute. We love eyeballs.
And you corrected us. We did not fry these donuts. You baked them. They are homemade donuts.
Yes. So I use, when I do my baked donuts, I use one recipe, and that's the Ina Garten cinnamon baked donuts.
So the fact that they're baked,
Yes,
that
they're
means
baked.
they're healthy.
Sure. Yeah, they're healthy. We're just going to put a bunch of candy on it.
Well, they look great over here. So what are we going to do first?
The first one we're going to do is, this is the s'mores donut.
Okay.
And after it came out of the pan, I put it in some graham crackers.
So while it's still hot and a little moist still,
Yes.
you put it in the graham crackers.
Yeah, and then I took some of the melted candy melts to glue the mini marshmallows on top.
Now, this is actually a little bit of an easier process because chocolate, we know you have to temper chocolate and it can get a little tricky.
Yeah.
This is candy, so it melts a little bit easier, right?
So I would do it over a double boiler. Some people do it in the microwave, and you could burn it pretty easily if you don't babysit it.
Okay.
So then I have my little culinary blowtorch.
Can I just use it once?
You can. I'm going to show you. Then you can use it again. Okay. Okay. So you want to be, really careful when you do the you don't want to set them on fire. Okay. So push that down.
That's not how I do my marshmallows over fire or over, like an open flame.
Okay.
And I
Push
want to
it down
mention,
really
like, you made these donuts from scratch.
I did.
Let's
so
not
while
miss
she's
that.
doing that, you're going to make the acorns, Mikey.
Ooh.
So those are donut holes that I bought.
You know what? You want them
It's catching on fire. Blow. Is that supposed to happen?
Yes.
Okay.
And then you stick a little bit of Hershey's chocolate in right in the middle where there's still more, so they're still oozy and melty. S'mores donuts.
I smell it too.
So these are the acorn ones.
Okay.
Really kid friendly. You're going to take the donut hole.
I love donut
You
holes.
dip it in. You put one in your mouth.
Oh.
And then you dip like the top
You just
half.
drop it in here?
No, don't do that.
Okay. Well, that.
You have to pick it back
go
up.
like this.
Okay.
And you pick it back up and you put it in the sprinkles or jimmies.
So.
And then just the top.
Definitely Jimmy's.
Just,
so just
the top.
Okay.
And then you put a pretzel in there, and then that's a little acorn.
Fun.
That's fun.
Yes.
I think the kids would really love that. They probably would not get finished. They'd just eat them.
And then the last one we're going to do is the spider.
That's this.
Yes. So this is the same donut, but I put this in cinnamon sugar.
Okay.
So you'd get the chocolate donut holes, and you put some edible eyeballs on it. You can use this as glue. So I put this in.
Oh, so you don't just have to push them in.
No, like you want. I'll do this for you.
Do 2 little dots.
Do 2 little dots, and that's going to be the glue for the eyeballs.
I love when your food is looking at you.
And I like that you could buy these candy eyeballs in multiple sizes now.
Okay.
Okay, and then you're going to make kind of like the little legs for the spider.
Okay.
And the last one I did, because it was Alante's birthday, I do this every year, I did a maple bacon one for him.
For Alante.
Oh, he loves maple bacon.
He would not let me in the segment unless I brought him these donuts.
I don't think that that's right, Aleka. I don't know why you listen to him.
Look, you're doing a good job.
I think I'm out of chocolate.
You want to use your
squeezing.
thumb. Yeah, you want to use your thumb to
Yeah,
kind of
there we
push the
go.
rest of that down.
Okay, good.
And look, you made a spider donut.
Yay.
That is so fun. It's missing a leg. I stepped on it.
That's okay.
You can still get around.
Look at the eyeballs. You see that?
I know.
Yeah.
These are great. If you're going to have the recipe for people too, I know it's Ina Gardner's, but
Yes.
people have it.
Yes, it's
if people
really
wanna-
easy.
Okay, so people want to make their own homemade donuts.
Yes.
They can do all of this. I am going to steal one of these, Alante. Sorry, I know.
Yeah.
Gotta hurry up over. These are so fun.
So
Thank
that's-
you, Aleka.
Yeah, so it's powdered sugar, maple syrup, thick cut bacon.
She went in strong.
Do you win?
Big bite. All right, if you would like to book Chef Aleka for an event, we'll link you up on our website, kdka.com/talkpittsburgh. We'll be right back.
Kelly came in hot in the kitchen and
Real
wanted
hot.
to play with the blowtorch. I'm not sure.
You're a little too excited with that.
That's why I was not in that segment, because they didn't trust me with this. Ha-ha! I can't wait, though. Good job, guys.
I love a donut. Oh, there you
I know
go.
that one had your name on it.
Tough day at work.
So
Real
good.
hard.
We'll have this recipe, remember, again on our website, kdka.com/talkpittsburgh. We are so happy that you were able to join us today. Coming up tomorrow on Talk Pittsburgh, we are saying sayonara to summer. But we're not ending without sharing some of our favorite interviews and segments of the season. From kitchen hacks to keeping your produce fresh, art taking over a Pittsburgh garden, and even a TikTok cooking star with more than 10 million followers. That's right, B. Dylan Hollis It's a show full of star power and laughs, and we hope that you'll check it out.
And next week's going to be a blast, too. Fall's our favorite season, so we are welcoming it in with the must-read books of this season. A soup and sandwich combo that will keep you cool during the weather, and a doctor's guide to taking supplements.
I'll be taking notes on that one. Thanks for joining us for Talk Pittsburgh. We will also be streaming on CBS News Pittsburgh tonight at 9. KDK TV News at 4 starts now.